Hi, Simple Life Ministry, Lorna here, back at you with another video. Today I want to talk to you about high blood pressure and how my journey with it. So I developed it when my mom passed away, and I remember my husband saying to me that I should not consider going on the pills because they do not make any difference. It's not gonna cure it, so what's the sense of taking it? But you know, simple life, not knowing God, not having faith is not a good thing, because I went to the doctor and she drove so much fear into me that I left the doctor, went straight to the pharmacy, bought the pill and started to take it. After a year, I realized that it was not doing anything. She has me taking even water pill, which had me going to the washroom so often. And, you know, I have a talk with my husband. I said to him, sweetie, you were right. I said, you warned me, you told me not to take this pill. Now I'm on it and I see no difference. So he said to me, you know, Lorna, all of this is just a money-making business. You know, they're not going to tell you that they do not have the cure. They just want to write you a prescription. And so anyways, I kept praying about it from day one. Simple Life, I kept praying. I have a prayer journal, and so I was writing down in the journal, asking the Lord to give me wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of how to deal with this, to bring me to the right people that will give me the information on how to take my health in my own hands. And Simple Life, it has been a journey. It has been a journey wherein I prayed about how often I should eat. I hear that I should eat every 3 hours, every 5 hours, every 2 hours. And I prayed about that too, because I'm like, Lord, there is so much information out there. What should I do? What is the right information for me? And so, family, I do this fasting. So I fasted 3 days on water, and then I fasted 3 days on watermelon. And that was how I started to see a difference with it. I realized that I am seeing more difference now without the pills than when I was taking the pills. So getting off the pills was another thing, because what I did, I started to take it every other day. So I would skip a day, and then every 2 days, then every 3 days. So every week I skip. Every week I did a change until I completely stopped taking it. Because Simple Life, if you want to be comfortable, eating whatever you want, drinking whatever you want, doing whatever you want, you can take it. But what is the sense of taking it when it is mashing up your liver or mashing up your kidneys, and it's not giving you the numbers that you want to see? And so I didn't want to do anything. I was even having heart palpitations. I would get up in the night and feeling, because the pill that I was taking was drawing the potassium from my body. And it was just it was worse than me just having to to deal with the blood pressure alone. The side effects with that pill that she was giving me was just too much. And I kept praying, I kept calling out to God, you know, and asking him, Lord, you know, what should I do? Because I really, really want this to be gone, you know. And so when you're really serious about something, and when God sees your heart and sees and knows that you truly want to make a difference, he will send the answer. And so, Simple Life, I kept searching, I kept reading, and God kept opening the doors for me to get to where he wants me to get to. And so I started to write a schedule, I started with a schedule, okay? So I wake up at 5:45 in the morning and I would drink my water. And then after drinking my water, I would take some molasses. And then after that, I would go on my morning walk. And so in my phone, I have all these alarms. And then I would type what the alarm means so that I know what to do. And so if you want your health and you want to take your health in hand, you have to pay more attention to yourself. You have to give up stuff or things that you would normally do. Sometimes we waste time on doing non-essential things when we have to put ourselves in spite of taking care of the family and the children and doing your job. You have to take time for yourself to know, because you may be with someone who does not have the same issues like you do. And so you have to realize that you cannot be on the same schedule as they're on. You have to go to bed at a different time. You have to eat differently from how they eat. You have to go to bed at a specific time. You have to put yourself first. You also have to realize that your body is the temple of the Lord. So whatever you put in your body is what is you're going to feel, is what is going to affect you. And then I started to also realize that whatever I eat today is going to determine how I eat, how I feel tomorrow. And so even it has been a journey, Simple Life, because I used to have a specific set schedule for myself at home. But then when I go out to someone's home, whatever they have prepared, I would eat it. So I would become a social eater. I don't eat that at home, but when I go out, I will eat it. And so I realized that I cannot even do that. I have to walk with my own prepared meals so that I can stay on track, because I noticed that I would be fine, but after going out and eating other prepared foods, I realized that it was affecting me because they were not using the salt that I use. They were not steaming the food the way I would steam it. So everything that I do, Simple Life, I have thought. There's a thought process to it, in order. So if you want to get off those prescription medication, you have to trust God. You have to ask God. You have to pray and ask God for divine intervention, because we cannot do it on our own. And we gotta put some serious, how Jesus said some things can only be done through prayer and fasting, because our body is at a dis-ease. It's a disease and our body is at dis-ease. So in order to get it out of that dis-ease, it takes time. And so the natural remedies is not going to work as fast as the prescription medication. So you're not going to expect to get help to see result the same time, but you got to be persistent in doing the right thing. You cannot start it this week and then go off it the next week. You got to stay on track. And I find that it's always good to start with a cleanse. So you do the water cleanse where you sip water every 10 minutes. Try to be home. So I like to start my fast on a Friday. So I do it for Friday, for Sabbath, and Sunday. So you sip water only for 3 days. And after that 3 days is over, you buy and have enough watermelon, and you immediately go on a watermelon cleanse. And with that one, I would eat watermelon every 3 hours. I'm not sure how much you will work out the way you would do it, but that is how I did mine every 3 hours. And when I came off that 6 days plan and checked my blood pressure, I was jumping. I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. I could not believe that was my readings. And I give God the glory, the honor, and the praise for where He has brought me to Simple Life. So always start with a cleanse. Whenever you want your body to make a change, whenever you want a change process, you got to put in the work, because remember, we have been doing so many things, abusing our bodies. We put so many things in this body that, remember, the colon is going through so much, the liver, the kidney, and so it needs a break. And those, we need to put water rich foods within our body so that the healing can start. And again, we have to remember that the body is 70% water. And so most, like for my body, I know if I will eat, say, I cannot eat a lot of bread, not even breadfruit. I cannot eat too much. I have to eat things that has lots of water in it in order to have a good body functions. So Simple Life, I just wanted to come on here and just tell you a little bit of what I gone through and where I am now, and the journey and the cleanses that I have, and the mindset, and the fact that we have to trust in God in everything. So I am going to do a part 2 to this video, explaining the schedule that I am, exactly what I do in the schedule, and the outcome of and the result of everything. So if you have any question regarding everything that I have said, please don't hesitate to put them in the comments section. Please remember to share this video, because it is possible, Simple Life, to come off the medication. It is possible to live a life wherein you said, I used to do that, I used to have that, but God has delivered me. And believe me, Simple Life, it is truly a deliverance. So thank you again for tuning in, and bye for now.